Well, it's Uncommon Fossil, and today I want to take a look at another Miraidon Regieleki deck. I really enjoy Miraidon EX 220 HP, basic Pokemon, easy to get in play as a basic, and it's your decks, you set up your bench so nicely with it, with the tandem unit ability. Once during your turn, you may search your deck for up to 2 basic lightning Pokemon, put them onto your bench, and shuffle your deck. So you get one in play turn 1, and you can get all the Pokemon you want in play. And it's got a very nice attack, Photon Blaster, 220 damage for 3 energy. It can't attack the next turn, so you either have to double switch or more likely switch into another attacker. You can usually do that. Like the Regieleki VMAX with it, VMAX 310 HP, so a solid, decent HP. Free retreat cost, so that's quite nice. So I was having a pivot's good. And it's here for transistor ability in particular. Your basic lightning Pokemon attacks do 30 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. So I play a 4/4 line, so you get like 2, even with 2 of these in play, then your Miraidon EX is doing 280, and that's the number you want to take out those V-stars and such. So quite a nice attack. So nice ability, transistor ability. And then the attack, you can utilize 2 Thunder, Max Thunder and Lightning, 220 for 3 energy. Then it can't attack the next turn, so you have to switch it also. Because this is an evolution Pokemon, the damage is not boosted. But in the V is also quite nice with this, the Regieleki V, 200 HP, retreat cost of 1 here for primarily the second attack, Lightning Wall. For 3 energy, it does 100 damage, which is okay, not great, but it does get a boosted by the VMAXs you have in play on the bench. And then during your next turn, this Pokemon takes 100 less damage from your opponent from attack. So it's essentially a 300 HP Pokemon that only gets up 2 prizes if it's knocked out. So quite nice with walling and taking some prizes there. And then 2 Raikou Vs. This is a nice attacker. Only Lightning Rondo for only 2 energy, so it's the cheapest attack cost, really. Does 20 plus 20 more for each benched Pokemon in play, both yours and your opponent's, and it has fleet-footed ability, whereas in the active, you get to draw a card, and it's useful because the big downside to this deck is it doesn't have an engine, so it sets up really nicely most games on turn 1, but then it can struggle as the game goes on. So I do find the deck a challenge. It's not quite right yet, but hopefully it gets there soon. But this is the build I'm trying now, and it has certain advantages the way I played it before. 15 lightning energy. You want a lot of energy to help accelerate with your electric generator. So going through the trainer's 4 Switch Cart. This could maybe be cut, but we're attacking with basic Vs a lot. Want to heal them up, keep things tanky. Tankiness is kind of what this deck is going for. One escape rope to switch, obviously, my Pokemon and my opponent's Pokemon. 2 EXP shares. You do have Electric Generator to get things going, but being able to share energy when a Pokemon's knocked out is useful. Again, maybe that goes down in count. I'm not sure. Oh, in terms of Pokemon, the other build played Radiant Greninja, which is a bit of an engine, but I dropped it with this, just going all lightning, easy to set up with the Miraidon EX, and you can attack with every Pokemon. So there's certain pluses to that. 4 Electric Generator, one of my favorite items in the game right now. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck, attached to 5 basic lightning cards. You find there to your benched lightning Pokemon any way you like. Quite nice. Accelerate to your bench Pokemon and then switch it in the active with the switch cards or Regieleki VMAX with the free retreat. 1 Super Rod, so that's one of the new cards in Paldea Evolved. Shuffle up to any combination of Pokemon and basic energy cards from your discard pile into your deck, so quite nice there. Could up that count, right? As you go through the game, you want to get those lightning energies back into the deck, so that does help that, but also gives the option of grabbing some Pokemon. 2 Ultra Balls to search out the evolution Pokemon. 1 Forest Seal Stone, super good to get the ability to search out 1 card you want once during the game. Since there's no V-stars, it's very nice. 4 Nest Balls, right? The key thing is to get that Miraidon EX into play, and you're set from there. But having some the Nest Ball is useful. 2 Bravery Charms, another new card. Really like it in the deck. It's like Cape of Toughness, the basic Pokemon. This is attached to gets 50 plus HP, so that if you attack with the Regieleki V, It takes 100 less damage, and at a 200, so that's 300 essentially, and 50 more, so it's a 350 HP Pokemon if they're going to one-shot it. Quite nice there. And obviously you have the Miraidon EXs and the Raikou Vs also. 4 Boss's Orders, obviously a super, super strong card. For Arven, it's not a card I normally play. You search your deck for up to 1 item and 1 tool card, but the deck plays 3 different tools, so I want like having the access to these tools. And then 3 Beach Court gives free retreat for your basic Pokemon, so gives you free retreat on all your cards. You have the 1 evolution, but that's got free retreat already, and your other cards are retreat costs of 1. So I think maybe I could drop some switching cards. Maybe I want to throw in some Iono or something like that. I got to think about that. Do you want to make the deck a little bit better? Yeah, going through the deck list, I think it's got too many switch cards, more than the deck needs. All right, so I'm calling the toss. Call heads as usual. And I hit heads, so that's nice. I'm going to go first. This deck doesn't mind going second. In some ways, it prefers it because you can take a nice knockout. But most decks want to go first, so I figure slow down my opponent is a plus. So Miraidon EX, so getting the start that I want. This is quite nice. Now, obviously, with a start like this, going second could have been a knockout turn 1, but that's the right. I kind of it's safer going first with this deck. And it does generally impede my opponent. So we'll see what I'm up against, right? Because my opponent usually wants to go first, so they set up a little better. Slow them down by that half a turn by my going first. That's kind of my thought there. Okay, so Miraidon EX. So I want to get another Miraidon down. And I think a Raikou V. I have its ability, right? Okay, and then I'm going to want to get 2 Regielekis down. I'm going to want to switch. I have Beach Court, so I like that also. So Regielekis it is. No more choice there. So what do I want to attach to? I'll attach to the Miraidon if I hit 2. I hit none. Oh, that makes me sad for sure. So I will Beach Court, retreat to Raikou V. See what I draw off its ability before I attach. So that was unfortunate, not hitting energy for sure. All right, Boss is a solid card. I will attach an EXP share and end turn. So not hitting energy on Electric Generator was a significant blow. Didn't even hit 1. Usually you hit at least 1. It's usually, I feel like with this build, 15 energies, it's usually hit 1 or 2. It's not common to hit none, especially at this point in the game. I haven't discarded any energy. I had a few non-energy cards in hand already. The bench wasn't quite full, right? Usually I like to fill up the bench before doing Electric Generator, just get that extra card out of hand. So they'll probably get another Frigivax down, right? Because they assume I'm going to knock that out. Are they going to switch into Chen Pao this turn? Probably not. They don't want to risk the knockout. We'll see what happens here, though. Palkia. Okay, so this, this is a good deck. It does come back strong in this game, so I am concerned. Knocking out the Frigivax is very solid. Okay, they're still getting another Pokemon into play. I assume they're going to throw down another Frigivax, because if I knock him out and they don't Lumineon V, so they're going to, let's see what they play. They're going to play a Research. Did they use a supporter though? Yeah, they used Irida. So I don't know why they wanted Lumineon V. That's a little odd. Iono in the deck could be nice, right, to give some disruption. So right now, if I can knock out the Chen Pao, that would be quite nice. I could gust up the Palkia if I get really lucky. But I'll draw for turn, draw a card with Raikou V. I don't have the bench to knock out a 2. What do I do now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 2. Oh, 9, 10. So I'm doing 200 now. So if I fill my bench, which I think I can, so I can knock out the Chien-Pao or the Palkia. Let's see what my opponent does. I'm going to retreat. I have boss. Wow, they're going to town here. Okay. I think I might want to take out the Palkia, right? They have the 2 Frigiback, so knocking that out isn't isn't what I want to do. I think the Palkia is the guy I really would like to hit, right? So at this point, he's doing 200. Taking energy. I guess I should have played this first, right? I should have thinned to give myself some odds. All right, so yeah, tossed you down. So at this point, I'm doing 250. I think I'll take out the Palkia. I'm definitely in a bit of a situation here, but taking out the Palkia I think is nice for me. I could have played Arven to try to get something else going. Taking out the Palkia, they can't accelerate those energies from the discard pile, so that's a plus. Hopefully I made the right call there. Not certain about it, though, because they have 4 energy in the discard pile, so I assume they're going to knock me out, but we'll see. They need... you know, with a matchup like this, I would have liked to have attacked with Regieleki V, but wasn't able to pull that off. If I had hit 2 on the Electric Generator on turn 1, I might have put them onto Regieleki V and go with him, and then get a couple of VMAXs on the bench to buff the damage. I'm not one-shotting with that, of course. I wouldn't have taken prizes with Regieleki V, so maybe... I mean, he might get knocked out. See what happens. So, Rare Candy Evolve. So, 4 energies in the discard pile there. 2 into hand. So, they have the energies now to knock me out, I'm pretty sure. Right, from Chien-Pao's ability, 2 with energy retrieval. Discarded, excuse me, the discard energies, which could put him down to 3. I assume they wouldn't have made that mistake. They need to discard 4 energy here. Okay, they're going hard. They're going hard with these Chien-Paos, right? So no Palkia V in play. So that's just one of those things to keep in mind. Getting the energies back on the deck, so plenty of energies there. They might just say, hey, Palkia is not worth it. Palkia is weak to me, of course, as a lightning deck, so they might not want to put Palkia down. You have to keep an eye on that, right? The deck does play 4 boss, so I played 1, 3 more in the deck. This is a very streamlined deck list, a short deck list when you look at it, partly because it's got extra basic energies, but also part of it is, wow. So they're quite nicely set up here. So they need to discard 4 of these energies. I'll send up the VMAX. I have Arven for Electric Generator, so we'll see what happens here. So I want to thin the deck, so rather than... Okay, well that's good. So rather than using... I could have used the Nest Ball too. Maybe I should have played the Nest Ball. Just to thin things out. That would have been a better play, right? Thin my hand. So Electric Generator. 100. I think I want to... see what I hit. I hit... Alright, so I'm going to attack with one of the Miraidon. If he's knocked out, I do have... So I don't think I want to boss anybody up, do I? I'm doing big damage. So I guess I'm going to Arven here. Keep the boss. Oh, 4 Seal Stone's quite nice. 220. An item. Oh, yeah. I do think I want 4 Seal Stone, though. So let me grab another Electric Generator, I guess. So 1 here. And 1 on... I'll put it on him. I don't know why that guy's not lit up, but he's not for whatever reason. Yeah, I should have gotten rid of that Nest Ball. That was a mistake on my part, for sure. Attach there. I will attach in 1 energy to this Miraidon EX. If 2 Pokemon get knocked out, I lose. But now if 1 gets knocked out, my active gets knocked out, I can move the energy over. So I may have game. We'll see what happens. I'm down to 2 prizes. I should have boss for game this next turn. We'll see. I mean, I may get disrupted, right? Iono is highly disruptive, and that's where things are bad in that I don't have an engine. Even if they knock out my VMAX, I have game, right? I don't think they could. That seems like a bit of a give-up play on their part, I gotta say. I mean, they might be able to knock him out, but it doesn't matter. They don't. Oh, well, they could. No, I was going to say Sky Seal Stone, but Sky Seal Stone won't work on an EX. They could attack. In Palkia won't. The Palkia V doesn't knock me out, so I don't think. I think I have game here. Let's see what happens here. So this is good, right? This is the deck up against that I certainly have lost with this deck. Up against in this matchup, I have lost before with this deck. Good start this game. Looks like I think I'm going to hold on and win the game. Right, Miraidon EX does 220. I just need to do 220. So, you know, I'll just promote the Miraidon EX from the bench with 3 energy. And wow, they even missed the knockout there. So I guess they were just, they're doing whatever they're doing. I'm not going to worry about it. So retreat, Miraidon, attack, game. So all right, so opponents just making the plays they could, but my deck comes through and it shows its power, right? So having these thick lines of supporters, 4 Arven, 4 boss. Is that all I had there? Let me take a look at the deck list. Let me talk for a moment about how I might change it. I think I'm not going to play another game. I'm just trying to keep some of these videos shorter. It gives me this silly glitch at times where it shows the collecting with a short list. So I have supporters, 4 boss, 4 Arven. I think I want to carve out some more supporters. I think maybe I might toss in some Ionos. I think I have more Switch cards than I need. So let me modify the list at the end of the game here. So 3 Beach Court, 4 Switch card is just kind of insane, right? So I'm going to drop 1. I'm going to go keep heavy in a Switch because I think that's somewhat useful. I'm going to get into 2 Beach Court and 3 Switch cards. That's more than I need still. Iono. Put in 2 Ionos. I might want to try to get some more Ionos in. Do I need rope? I think I could drop rope. I'm going to drop rope. And I'm going to put in a 3rd Iono. I think this build will be a little bit better. Getting a few more supporters, it should help the deck late game as the game goes on keep its firepower. I shouldn't have any problem with switching cards. So this is the list I'm going to post with 3 Ionos. Let's get some more supporters, make the deck a little more consistent. Switching shouldn't be a problem. It's still a good deck. It's not a great deck. At times it struggles a bit late game, but 4 boss certainly helps it. And now I think tossing these Ionos will help it there too. So give it a try. I still think Regieleki is a solid play. And if you like a deck that sets up smoothly, it really is a top choice. Take care.